So I have a great news for everyone. Harsh just cleared PMP with all above target. Harsh joined us in batch 1 that ended in the last week of January, and he cleared PMP with a surprise. Like, let me put it instead, Harsh. I was watching Space Odyssey 2001. If you have seen it, it's an
Yeah,
awesome movie. I was
yeah.
just watching it, and suddenly I got a message from Harsh. I checked the message, and Harsh said, I got a surprise for you. And suddenly the beautiful surprise came. Harsh is now certified PMP with all above target. Harsh, first of all, congratulations from the entire PMP community on clearing PMP with all above target. So Harsh, first of all, how do you feel?
I feel so lighter. It's so relaxing at this point. I would say. I mean, I was.
Uh-huh.
I know the time is limited for me because I started my journey in middle of Jan and I completed my training by the end of Jan. And I hardly
Uh-huh.
have like 30 days, but I was so determined to get this PMP cleared before February.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a target first, saying, "Hey, let me plan for
Mm-hmm.
this PMP exam." And I started. I got the slot on 26th, and I started preparing fast track during last 10 to 15 days.
Okay. Harsh, when did you book your exam?
I booked on 15th of February
So you have 10 days, but you never told me.
because I don't. I know if I told you that, you would never allow me to take the exam without completing the
Hmm.
checklist.
No, that's not the thing. But the thing is that what ends well, that is the most important thing. And I really love this thing that you took the challenge. And
Yeah.
it has been multiple times that my students are doing this. Am I too much hard on my students? I would like to know.
No, I mean, we don't want to go deviant on the process of what you've created to us, and that could be a roadmap for other people too. I don't want them to deviate from the program, and I'm confident that after writing 3 or 4 mock exams, I'm looking good. And also the questionnaire you gave me, I'm getting around 80% in all those questionnaires, and I completed first 5 of them, and I gained the confidence.
Mhm. Okay, let's talk about this thing. You did all the journey videos, all my batch videos. You watch all those videos again, right?
Correct.
And then you did all 50 questions, right?
I did at least half of them. I did all the main things, all the fundamentals, all the processes, agile, communication management, how to
Mm,
teams. These are the 5 topics I've concentrated on based on the
mm,
weightage in the exams. And the rest of
mhm,
the stuff is cost, quality, procurement. Being in construction, I'm aware of those things, but I still reviewed your slides and videos before going to
mhm.
the exam, but not haven't completed the exams and
Okay,
the route map.
okay. Anything else that you have completed before giving the exam?
No, only your material. I haven't touched
Okay,
anything outside your material.
okay. How many coaching calls did you watch and or did you attend? It's been like
Um,
just 1 month, less than 1 month. So
I think it's just a couple of things because of my family commitments and work commitments. I couldn't attend each and every
yeah,
section.
yeah. That was the interesting thing for me because even when I asked the last time you said that "Oh, I'm committed here and there." So
Yeah.
that is more fascinating for me because you are very committed towards your family and all those things. And you even said that, hey, Amir, I have to take other things also care in addition to the PMP, and I totally understand your point of view. You are in US or Canada?
Yes.
US. So all the things need to be taken care of. So that's important. Okay. So you took exam in home or in center?
Say that again.
You took exam in home or in center?
No, no, in the center, Pearson
In
Center,
center. PSN center. Where do you live, Harsh? In US where?
California.
California. Okay. So can you name the center so that I have a lot of students from California? And how do you rate the experience of the center?
It's a great experience. I live in San
Mm-hmm.
Diego, and
Mm-hmm.
it's hardly 15 minutes from my place.
Mm-hmm.
It's near Mira Mesa. That's a locality.
Mm-hmm.
The exam center was pretty decent. I went there 15
Mm-hmm.
minutes ahead. They took the initial verifications of my documents and everything. They checked me
Mm-hmm.
in. They gave me a rules and regulations sheet that I reviewed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Check-in process is pretty straightforward. I went into the exams, and it's a 180 questions in 230 minutes, and with 2 breaks between every 60 questions. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Like everyone is explaining on their videos.
Okay, so let's talk about that. How did you manage the time management?
Time was good. I mean, for the first 60 questions, I used most of my time. Then I realized, no, I need to pick up my pace.
How much? When you say most, what do you mean by most? How much time?
I would say, I think I spent around 60 to 80 minutes in the first session. Not even 80. I would say 100 minutes. You know. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on first 60 minutes.
80 is actually recommended. 80 to 85 is okay, but 100 minutes is too much. Okay. Then you took your break?
Then I took my first break. I realized, no, I mean, I calculated everything and I was like, okay, I need to pick up my pace because I know I have 120 questions to do in approximately a couple of hours, which is like one question per 1 minute kind of situation. But it's still after the second session, I was down to, completing almost 2 questions per 3 minutes kind of situation. Towards the end, it's like I didn't get a chance. I mean, for a minute, I got 2 questions to work on, which I used my best judgment.
So in the last section, you have 45 minutes, something like that?
Yeah, exactly, 40 minutes.
Okay. And okay, you were able to complete the entire exam?
Yeah.
You have to let go some of the questions?
No, I've because towards the last 10 questions, I haven't read the question yet, because when you look at the answers, you understand that because if you're a PMP guy, you'll understand what the process is and if they're talking in the right way. So most of them, I didn't look at the questions.
Yeah, you need to move fast. Last line answers. So
exactly.
the thing that I said in the last day of the batch, okay, don't leave any question. There is no negative marking. Go for it. Read the last line. So you really put that into operation.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I did.
Yeah. Okay. That's an interesting thing. Okay. And how did you felt after that? Once you got congratulations on your screen, what was the first reaction?
I'm happy I'm happy for sure, but I'm nervous at the same time because I'm targeting for above targets on all the 3 processes, and the result will be outside waiting for you. So I went in there. She handed me the paper with everything above target, and I'm happy with that. I'm so
it's
relaxed.
an interesting thing for everyone who's listening and who will listen later. Actually, it is being recorded, so everyone will listen later. So please don't, Harsh, you have done it, so I'm happy about that. Please don't go for above target, or don't think about target is the important thing. Passing the PMP exam is the most important thing. Yeah, above target is like cherry on the top. It's not that, but being said that you got it, so you can say that now, like it was important. Yeah. Of course. Okay, so let's talk about the exam. We discussed about the time management. The exam was relevant, like which domain more the exam was tilted?
Loosely, everything is teams. Teams is the primary important thing. How do you focus your team? How do you manage your team? How do you support your team? How do you motivate your team? That's the first majority of questions are from there. And the second is agile. They're giving situational questions on agile. How do you track these things? How the processes work? Situational questions. A little bit about quality, cost, I believe 5 or 6 questions, and procurement 5 or 6 or 10, I would say. People process fundamentals, agile, business environments, processes, OPS, EEF related.
Anything that we haven't covered?
I don't think so. I think we've covered most of them. I mean, if you understand the basics of what you've told us, I think we can clear the exam. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. That's really comforting to know that, because since PIM books, more and more things start evolving, so it's comforting to know we are covering everything. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Okay, so if we think about the questions, how many liner questions were? Like 3-liner, 4-liner?
So I would say that on an average, I started getting 2-liners. There are a handful of 1-liners too. There are a handful of 2-liners. I would say 40-50% are 2-liners for me, and the rest of them are 10% are 1-liners, and the rest of them are 3-liners. And I have matched the followings. I have multiple choice questions. They are more than 4-liners because giving the situations and everything.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense about this thing. So that's going good. Being a construction person, which you are, how that you feel about the exam before you are?
Yeah, I mean, it's you're asking about the questions related to construction or general in general?
General, as a general, as a
Yeah,
general.
it's a very appreciative kind of thing to see if to see that I cleared PMP,
Mm-hmm.
which defines and dictates all the processes and everything, which is pretty straightforward and similar to what I'm experiencing right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's I mean, I didn't took my project as literal example in answering some questions because that's not possible. So you need to step
Mm-hmm.
away from your roles and responsibilities and understand PMP in a whole as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
um, as a process rather than applying it directly to your project. That
Okay,
helped me.
okay. That's an interesting point of view, and I really like the way how you said. Okay, any final advice for all the PMP aspirant? And your batch has a lot of student. Batch 2 has a lot of student, and
Yeah.
batch 3 is coming on 11th of March. So, final advice for the students.
Time management, guys. Come on, it's pretty straightforward. Just understand the time management. You have three sections. You have 230 minutes. Divide everything into three. You'll have certain time limit, and make sure you're following that because you don't want to miss the easy questions which are coming later on. And
Mhm,
flagging the questions are really helpful. Don't flag everything. Just flag that you are not sure of,
mhm, mhm,
because you need time to review those things. And if it's a four-liner, you will take some time to understand the question. You need to understand the key points in the question, what
mhm,
they're exactly asking.
mhm.
Um, just follow Amir's roadmap, and his material is more than enough to complete the PMP. You guys don't
Thank
have
you.
to go.
Thank you for saying that. Now you know my mantra. Each one teach one. You have seen how active our PMP community is. I understand you are busy and you are in a different time zone, but each one teach one.
Yeah,
Everyone will be approaching you, and just like Sabir is doing for your batch, your now you need to maybe help out and see how you
absolutely.
can,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
because it's with my now all the PMP aspirants are helping. I'm looking forward now that from your side. And of course, uh, I also assist you when you help other students give your time. Like, you need to have 60 PDUs to maintain your exam. You
yeah,
know that, no? Yeah.
yeah,
So I will help you in that as a result of that because I want it to be both sides. You helping the students,
yeah.
but also
Give
in
and take.
addition to that, I want to add value. I don't say give and take. I would say add value to
Sure.
your thing that your time is not just wasted. Being said that, it's the time for celebration. You really did work hard. I would say it's like 2 a.m. for me. So what time is it
It's
for
2
right
p.m.
now?
for me.
2 p.m. So I highly request you, whatever you like to eat, go with the family and have a blast celebration. You earned it, man. You earned it.
Yeah, biryani for life. So
Yeah, so biryani, go and have biryani, whatever you like. Go with
yeah.
family and have it. Thank you, Harsh. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thank you
Amir.
for
Thanks for your
trusting us.
coaching.
Just to put in context for everyone, he was the last student to register in batch one.
I know, right? Just before
I
the day.
want just before that. Thank you very much, Harsh. Thank you very much, and best of luck for future
Thanks,
endeavors.
Amir. Thanks for your coaching and all the guidance. Take care, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.